10 years ago, Nathan Cross believed he had it all. At 35, he was the CEO of a rapidly growing tech empire, gracing magazine covers and fielding interviews about innovation and success. But in his relentless climb to the top, he left someone behind, Emily. Emily was Nathan's college sweetheart. She believed in him when he had nothing, stuck by him through ramen dinners and failed startups. But as the zeros in his bank account multiplied, so did the distance between them. One day, Nathan told her he needed to focus on the business and walked out, leaving her with little more than a worn wedding band and memories of a man she no longer recognized. "You deserve better," he had said. Emily never asked for better. She asked for him. Years rolled by. Nathan dated models, attended galas, and made deals that made headlines. His face was familiar, but his heart grew unfamiliar even to himself. He rarely thought of Emily, until one rainy Saturday afternoon. Nathan was at a luxury mall outside Seattle, killing time before a meeting. The air smelled of fresh coffee and expensive cologne. As he scrolled his phone while sipping a latte, something, or rather, someone, caught his eye. A woman was crouched by a toy store window, tying the shoe of a small boy. Another child, a girl, stood beside her clutching a stuffed bear. The children had familiar eyes. His eyes. Nathan's heart stuttered. The woman stood, brushing auburn hair from her face. Emily. Older, yes, but radiant in a way no designer gown could replicate. Time had traced gentle lines at the corners of her eyes, but her warmth, that soft, unmistakable warmth, remained. And those kids' twins, a boy and a girl, maybe 7, 8 years old. Nathan's mind raced. He approached slowly, unsure if it was hope or guilt guiding his steps. "Emily," he called, voice uneven. She turned. Their eyes met, and for a moment the noise of the mall vanished. "Nathan," she said, almost like a sigh, as if she'd seen a ghost she'd long stopped fearing. The twins looked up, sensing the tension. The little boy tilted his head. "Mommy, who's that man?" Emily crouched down and squeezed their small hands. "An old friend, sweetheart." The girl, with curls Nathan swore mirrored his sister's at that age, clung tighter to the bear. Nathan knelt down, level with them. I'm Nathan." The boy smiled, the easy grin of a child untainted by the heaviness of adult history. "Hi, Nathan. I'm Oliver. And that's my sister, Grace." Oliver. Grace. His throat tightened. Nathan looked up at Emily, questions written across his face. She didn't speak, but her gaze said everything. They were his. A storm of emotions churned in Nathan. Regret. Shame. A longing he didn't know he was capable of. These were years he could never get back. Birthdays, scraped knees, bedtime stories he never told. I didn't know," he stammered. "I didn't plan to tell you," Emily admitted, voice steady. "You had your world, Nathan, and I had mine. I was a fool," he whispered. She smiled, not with bitterness, but something softer. "We all were." A silence settled. Nathan's chest felt too tight, but then Oliver tugged at his sleeve. "Want to get ice cream with us? Mommy says people are nicer after ice cream." Nathan laughed, a real, unguarded laugh, the kind he hadn't felt in years. "Yeah," he said, eyes stinging. "I'd like that." As they sat in the food court, the twins chattering about school and cartoons, Nathan felt something he hadn't in a decade, belonging. Emily watched him carefully, not yet forgiving, but no longer hating. The past couldn't be rewritten, but perhaps new pages could still be written. That night, Nathan didn't return to his penthouse or his meeting. He sat on a park bench, listening to the twins' stories, watching Emily's eyes light up at their silliness. And for the first time in years, Nathan Cross wasn't a billionaire CEO. He was a man rediscovering the price of what he'd left behind, and the priceless gift of being offered a second chance. Because sometimes, kindness comes in the form of forgiveness. And sometimes, humanity isn't found in boardrooms, but in the sticky hands of a child offering you their last spoonful of ice cream.